We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Bell. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Patterson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make this a 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan finding Williams once more, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Ryan. Flushed out right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And that's another Falcons 1st down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Ridley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. That'll be caught. It's Rager. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Gainwell. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Eagles 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure,
and I think the ball's out.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. They run with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They go play action with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Once more, they turn to Patterson. How did he stay on his feet? Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. Trucks over him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 2nd down and 8. Here's Patterson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. He finds his man complete. That's Patterson. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these